All right, Mike. Here's my talk. So hopefully make it specific. So maybe the way we have the UPS token right now is it generates from the selling off of the inventory that it gains, because remember, 20% of 20% goes to the noodle. Then the noodle basically auctions off the tokens when there's value, right? So when a token has value, so right now we'll be gathering all these people who tokenizes their YouTube channel, everything else. 0.25% is, or 20% of 20%, whatever that is. Up on my spreadsheet, I have that, goes to the fund. So, though, however, I've been thinking about your idea about maybe allocating, ups. So we introduced the ups token, and if you have Ethereum, we do the same thing as Hex. So there may be something interesting there, right? So, maybe like anything. Why just Ethereum? Why not, if you have any sort of crypto that has value, you get it based on the value or something. So maybe it could automatically, you just sign up your wallet there. It proves that you have Bitcoin, and boom, it issues your wallet, right? What you have. So that's one way. It's interesting because that's going to be one way for people who want to get ups. They can get ups that way. So maybe that is something we do. And then we can have another token that comes out of that. Based on the way I originally designed it. But I don't see why we couldn't do your hex thing. So the idea of the app, it's kind of WikiTube, tokenized WikiTube, where the video that you're watching are the creators, right? The creators, and they're like, hey, if you watch our videos on this app instead of YouTube, you're getting all the videos. Every time you could even actually make videos on it. So and people who are watching the video are sharing in the pool. So there's always a pool there, and those viewers get it, sharing that pool. Now, what is to say? How do you know the person's watching? Maybe it does like YouTube, where you have to, instead of like an advertising, you have to interact with it. Could someone spoof that with code? These things I don't think we should really worry about initially in the first iteration. Hi, konnichiwa. And these guys here are tourists. Hi, konnichiwa. 何してるの？何？花、flower、花。何花？酸素食べる花？これ写真。ミツバチ見てる？ミツバチの花 together ね。これはオオスズメバチハンター。ね。オオスズメ見てる？見てない？ちょっと待って。これオオスズメ。食べない。オオスズメバチね。ね、これ、キャッチ。キャッチ。おいしい。おいしい。食べる
これを
違う、ジョーク。設営が作った。めっちゃ、そう。そう、これ、ボール。ね。そう。はい。頑張ってね。気をつけて。Be careful. はい、バイバイ。福井住んでる。奥さんは日本人。僕の奥さんね。はい、ナイス。バイバイ。頑張って。Anyway, where was I saying? I'm going to start over. Yeah, I'm like a cat with headlights. I see someone, I want to talk to them. So the app is really simple. Your viewers will earn based on a pool a daily pool that is shared with the viewers, right? Every time they view, and this pool ends in 10 years. So by then, the value of those tokens, you can interchange them for swag. You could, other channels could swap them out. You could say, hey, here's some of mine. So there's the cross promotion things, purpose because other YouTube channels. Um, so now there's actually a different meaning when people cross promote or do the things. They're actually sharing each other's pools. And the big thing is to get people watching their YouTube channels, which then the videos automatically pay the next thing because we have even though it's pulling it from it, it's pulling up the next video, so you don't have any of those ads or anything, ideally from YouTube. I don't know how that works. I don't know if YouTube will cut us off, but initially we could do that, and then ultimately we come up with our own, maybe there's a decentralized video server that we can ultimately partner with or use on that. But maybe that's how we go. We go with the YouTube guys, the crypto guys, and yeah, play foundups. And from videos, it goes from anything, because it's the mall, so you can tokenize anything. I wonder if you could do soap making and all these different things. Fucking hey, dude, that woman's like right in my space. So maybe a video direction is actually the way to start, is make it a video thing and then spawn out to other things. Can you hear my brake? What the fuck is up with my brake? I don't know what that is, why it's squeaking like that. So, WikiTube, back in action. 10 years later. Look funny. Anyway, I don't know how much this is helpful. Just driving and chatting, driving and thinking. You can just sit this, watch your code, listen to me ruminate about different things. Anyway, so the unique thing is the YouTube. They just sign into their YouTube channel on that, and that's their unique ID. Or if other people log into their Facebook or other things. Tokenizing YouTube channels. Play foundups. www.play.foundups.com. Play foundups. I don't know. It's October 10/10. It's funny, it's 10/6 and we're back on it. So it seems like we're right on schedule. Because in a way, it's similar to Patreon, how Patreon started off just for artists and now everyone uses it. I was like the first guy ever to use Patreon as to monetize its startup. And now YouTube video guys, everyone uses Patreon, for it. So could we do the same thing? We start with like YouTube creators, and then anyone with a YouTube channel can create their token, and then the tokens drop in a pool when you watch and you're logged into it. Then you're sharing in the pool. You see the coins kind of drop in, the tokens dropping into your wallet. You kind of cool little graphic there. So as you're watching, you're seeing little things. But maybe people will just watch and not, Um, it'll be like the early adopters who get on this are the ones that are going to really make it. And then you can exchange. All tokens will have a exchange ratio that will be determined by an algorithm. So it looks at it calculates like the value of it based on views and so on and everything else. So then the token actually has a value, likes, shares, so on and so on it. And then the next iteration would be launching things like, the Ganj token. And I launched the Ganj token. There's a video on the Ganj. We go there and, they can watch the videos and earn the Ganj token that way. Or also buy the Ganj. The idea is that you get, it wasn't supposed to be online to get to share in the pool. The idea is to get people off online. So I guess I'm going against that. Like real world economics where the people have to physically meet and go over that. But the problem with my system is just doesn't scale quick enough. Something like videos, like a YouTube, a tokenization of WikiTube TV. And the cool thing is that if they come up against us with our bottom thing and try to say it's a copyright thing, then I can say no. I had it way before you in 2009. I can show the videos, the mock-up of WikiTube TV. But I like the idea of kind of like the video playing on top and then having a swipe thing on the bottom, left and right. Or maybe we have a function where it's not there, but if I put my finger on it and press down, the thing appears, and then it disappears. So I put my finger on it, right? Like I'm tired of this video. I just press on it, okay, and then I just hold it for a second, and it has that there, and then it pulls up, and I can go, swipe left, and then hit a video on his playlist and everything else. So it grabs the entire playlist of the videos. And what I like most too is the idea that when it's done playing, it automatically pulls up another video that's on the playlist, right? I should just have a skip button. So I should have just a one button. I say skip, so it plays another one. I don't have to physically, like with YouTube right now, it's kind of annoying because I have to physically look around. I just say skip, and then I maybe I rate it or whatever. And it starts building, the likes, the algorithm on rates and stuff. That'd be cool. And we could really create a better player. And you could use, API from the other video players too. So like, what is the other one that, can't remember what it's called, but the other, what is it called? Something with a B. You know what I'm talking about on that. So all that's good. All right, 13 minutes. UnDaoDu. Look at me, I'm fucking white. I'm going into the dew. And now I'm completely into the dew.